Superman star Nicholas Hoult reveals which of his characters demanded the most intense transformation. Nicholas Hoult will always be famous for portraying Beast in the Fox X-Men movies, and he's already known for playing Lex Luthor even though Superman won't fly into theaters until later this year. But 10 years ago he teamed up with two major stars for a dystopian sci-fi thriller of epic proportions. Hoult features as Nux in Mad Max, Fury Road, the 2015 action thriller starring Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron that was directed by George Miller. Collider was in attendance at MEGACON Orlando where Hoult held a panel to promote Superman, but he ended up on the top of Mad Max. A fan present asked Hoult which of his roles he would say required the most transformation, and also what his wildest moment on set was. Purely in physicality, Nux from Mad Max. We would turn up in the morning in the desert and they built these motorcycle ramps for stunt doubles to practice doing jumps 30 to 40 feet in the air. I was like, this is a weird place. George Miller kicked off the Mad Max franchise with the release of Mad Max, the 1979 original film starring Mel Gibson, and now more than 45 years later, it's still going. After Fury Road, Miller then turned back the clock with Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, the prequel starring Anya Taylor-Joy as Furiosa, with Chris Hemsworth filling in the role as the feature villain, Dementis. There were talks of a sequel to Hardy and Theron's 2015 hit, which earned scores of 97% from critics and 86% from audiences on Rotten Tomatoes and grossed $380 million globally, but Tom Hardy revealed last year that the plans never came to fruition. The future of the Mad Max franchise may be unclear at the time, but Nicholas Hoult will always hold a place in the wasteland thanks to his performance as Nux, which will live on as his most physically challenging role yet. After Nicholas Hoult faces off against Superman, David Corenswet, later this year he will also star alongside Scream Queen Melissa Barrera and Lana Condor in the horror film from Jackie Bradley and Kevin Armento that's currently in production. Hoult is also attached to Wildfire Johnny, a TV project that was announced in 2021, but updates on the show have been few and far between in the years since. Hoult most recently featured in Robert Eggers' vampire horror thriller, Nosferatu, and he also starred in Clint Eastwood's final movie, Juror No. 2. Hoult will next be seen in Superman, which flies into theaters on July 11th.